What is MEDiFi? Well, if you were a fan of the retro gaming scene, demo scene, and music in general from the late 80s and early 90s, especially on the Commodore Amiga, chances are you've probably heard of module tracking. There were many programs during this period that catered to module tracking, and a lot of them were widely used by the burgeoning demo scene, as well as a lot of game industries as well, to produce quality music and sound within computer games at the time. Usually the programs cut down on functionality to help lower CPU usage. MED, on the other hand, allowed for longer patterns and more complicated compositional structures, which pushed the usage of the computer chips and memory, where the resulting files simply couldn't be tacked onto a beginning of a game or a demo. In 1991, OctaMED was released and could run 8 separate channels on the Amiga's 4-channel chip. It was popular and ubiquitous, and by 1996 supported hard disk audio recording and a massive 64 channels before bowing out gracefully in the face of stiff competition. During this time, one of the biggest draws for MED users was the OctaMED bulletin board system. A simple bulletin board you dialed into with your modem, chatted with your fellow musicians, shared your songs, shared your samples, and a growing community was born. It lasted for about 3 or 4 years before eventually fading away in the advent of the internet and popular websites. But during its time, there were thousands of good songs that were uploaded by many musicians, all thought to have been lost over the 20-year gap since the bulletin board was last in use. Not anymore. That is what MEDiFi is, and that is what it's for, to bring all of those wonderful creations back onto the net for everybody to enjoy. So welcome to MEDiFi. Take a time, browse through the playlist, and enjoy this wonderful walk down memory lane